I lie there and lie and lie and lie to myself until therein lies a possibility of decency greater than be known to me. Like the toad, like the toad, like the toad. A shedding tear and they're sending me hope. I want to hide. Like the hoist, like the voice, like the voice. Streaming is not as fluid but keeps me coat. I want to hide. Like the foe, like the fro, like the fro. His wild was his art, not just his life, yo. I want to hide. Like the hawk, like the walk, like the walk. He led an entire country to victory peacefully while we watched. He couldn't hide. Lest I forget my shoulder, once a perch for the souls of the past to lead me to damnation, leading me to be praised by you. As a person, a body seemingly failed and feeling beat, strengthening the days as the world turns, as you step over me with daggers at my feet. His laughter gets louder as you smell beep beep. As his age shadows mine with grays and kind, I'm pinched with reason to show me my reality. When he's been pained and I feel it nearby, I watch my own reactions to see if I'm able to endure this without a cry. His heart jumps to me, challenging me to get this thump up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Staying alive, staying alive. And my mind wants to ha ha ha, staying alive. Sounds in my ear with right sides lift up. As my left leg wants to lag behind with leftist fluff fluff. All this expression flowing around as a regression takes hold of me and I'm still without a sound. Is she still with us? A yes rings out loud. Not sure what the question was, not sure if you're allowed. Gratitude rations in my conscious, stating me awake so I can stay alive and live this here non-fake. My stupendous is my trash dump. When I think of what and when I make stuff not tangible, not thought of, not even in your roundup. On a different side with a different tide, a different wrong hanging by my side, clouding my judgments as my last dime spent, making me right at the same time repent. Stronger, they told, in my years long past, appearing as old, appearing as masked. This is still me as you pull me apart and I stand on the stage and pour out my heart as I see me beyond myself progressing and I pave behind with windows and door dressings, missing my team going unnoticed and clean. Unofficial roles got me coasting and minds keep them roasting, moving along slowly, coasting and coasting, dealing with much unseen, much unknown, much unsought, much inappropriated action seemingly caught. Natural nature identifying my means. It's like I don't know where my mind went when I met you. My vision went blurry as tears strolled down heavily. I made art of them to see something pretty when my mind went blank and nothing was said. All I had to do, I had to show you something more than what was challenging me in my head. Oh, 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 staying alive, staying alive. Oh, 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 staying alive. Pitti, pitti, wah, wah. Loving them pieces. If Fuzzy Wuzzy had a buzz cut, would he still be buzzed and unstuck? 'Cause I got his lost luck. being so freezing with feelings filled with meanings that I maneuver every inch of my eyebrow to question your beginnings. Loving that your eyelash tickles my cheek when we get set to dash and instead cuddle our week. Have two plans to build upon the building up on top of my discouraging thoughts and refigure a foundation to be created beyond my imagination and leaks. Held my penny in plaster to pick out when times got shunned, when I turned around and got wonned. Picking up copper coins set aside to provide me with more pride when I feel like a cry instead of a slide. Smile appears when fears upon fears make me hum tunes I create in lines. Vibrato cradles a rage set in and lock tight to pick me up from my own fright. Movement beyond pride got me saying things without rhymes, mimicking the air with arms and looking quite high. Hymns poured in case by case to provide choices for how I get played. Thoughts of kisses shiver me awake, shaking my waist, looking for fake eye candy with smarts, playing the parts, floating around, looking for arts. There are thoughts you can hear, some you cannot. If you attack the ones you hear and begin to think you are clear, you're not. Pitti, pitti, wah, wah. Heart with heart. This is my last one. I've been nervous to do this, so I'm just going to read it anyway. Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? I said a microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? A 5-footer roughneck checking my business. They call me Pops. I didn't mean to burst your bubble. Popping, wearing hats too small, not communicating with my thump. Not speaking the right tunes, not hanging with moons, releasing my gifts and letting them come to you. Feeling like air when bumping gets me thick-headed, while hollowed out plight shared with you out of spite. Thought you knew what I got in store, so you bring your baddest ass. Whip bully waiting for my thin-skinned arms to hug you, a sight. Filled with promise and might, just so each can see the beauty in self in spite of what crazy comes out of my mouth. They call me ma'am. As perspectives change, names get played, sour gets dumped, flats get lumped, as rollers get high when sober is fly, and cheeks spill smiles you hadn't seen in a while. When mighty has been, with communities that might win tomorrow? When smelly actually fits in, and eye candy men is revealed for my own grin. They call me Win-Win, so you won't repeat this as I write and repeat this. Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? Poppin' wearing hats, ma'am, when